video, I'm gonna redo my D3 week 10 Exponent 5. In the last video, I did the problems wrong, so I'm trying to improve it. And here's the first question. The first question I have is Mrs. Pratt said parenthesis. She wrote parenthesis first. What does she mean? She means that we need to focus on the parenthesis and use the parenthesis in question number 1. We need to really focus on the parenthesis, which is the parenthesis like these. Let me read the question. 8 minus 6 times open parenthesis 3 minus 8 close parenthesis total square. So I've got the answer right here. The first one, in the first equal or the first step, I have got 8 minus 6 open parenthesis minus 5 close parenthesis total square. I have this because I have the minus 5. It's because 3 minus 8 is 3 is smaller than 8, so we will have negative numbers, which is negative 5 total square. In the next equal, I have 8 minus 6 times 25. The power of the total square, which is right here, I added to negative 5, which it turns into 25. The third equal or the third step, I have 8 minus 150 because in normal math or in exponent, we need a time first before we minus. 6 times with 25 equals to 150. And 8 is smaller than 150, so we will have a negative number, which is negative 142. To the next question. And in the next question, Mrs. Pratt wrote that the rule for the product of squares, 27 square times 13 square. Mrs. Pratt doesn't give us the rule, so we will have to search it by ourselves. I already searched, but I cannot find much information. So I got some help from other members' video, and I got a little help from Helen, which the rule is, for example, you got letter A square times B square. If you have a number that has both squares but different value, so different value like that, you will put it in parentheses. In this example, I will have open parenthesis 8 times B close parenthesis total square. And exactly with this problem number 2, I have two numbers, 27 and 13, and they both have squares, so I will put like this. Open parenthesis 27 times 13 close parenthesis total square equals to 351 square and equals to 101 It's a big number, so I don't know how to read it much. Then to problem number 3, similar, we apply the rule to the quotient of squares. They're just different because one is times and one is divide. The numbers here are 5,000 and 1,000 total square, but they divide, so I'll have open parenthesis 5,000 divided by 1,000 close parenthesis total square. Then divide is equal to 5, total square equals to 25. 4. Apply the text. X plus y total square equals to x squared plus with 2xy plus with y2. That is the rule that Mrs. Pratt has gave us. So we just follow the rule. In letter A, we have open parenthesis a plus b, close parenthesis, total square. To apply the text is the same as this one. We have a total square plus 2ab plus b total square. And to b, it's a little more complicated. We have open parenthesis 2a plus 2b, close parenthesis 2. It's the same as number 1, same as letter A. It's just different that letter A turns into 2a and letter B turns into 2b. We still apply the text that Mrs. Pratt has gave us, which is 2a squared plus 2ab plus 2a plus 2b plus 2b squared. Last time in the meeting, Mrs. Pratt has said that Lum got this problem right. In the next one, we got C. C is the most complicated one in number 4. We got brackets and parentheses here. Open brackets, open parenthesis, x minus y, close parenthesis, plus with open parenthesis, x plus y. Yeah, you can read the question by your own. I will just tell the answer from now on. Equals to x minus y squared plus 2x minus y plus x plus y plus with x plus y total square. I think that's the answer for C in question 4. Now in question 5. One perfect square that is close to 5,000. There's a lot of perfect squares, but I want to find the most perfect square that is the most one that is close to 5,000. So right now I have 2 options. The first option is 70 square. The second option is 71 square. So I want to tell you to remember that if a number is close to, and if a number is, you want to find a number that is close to one number, and the closest number should be less than the number that you have got. So right now I got 70 square. 70 squared means 70 and 70 times together, double 70, means 4,900. It's less than 5,000. In the second option, I have 71 squared. 71 double together times equals to 5,041. Oh, that is greater than 5,000. So I have the total square, the perfect square that is close to 5,000 is 70 square. I'll write the answer right here. And now we will move to question 6. Here we have evaluate. What does evaluate means? Right here, evaluate means that we make this problem more clear. It doesn't have too much numbers. For example, I have minus 1 to the power of 2008. So I'll evaluate so I don't need to write too many numbers. And I have a rule in this problem number 6. The first thing is when a negative number meets an even number, the answer will be 1. The answer will be 1. For example, negative 1 to the power of 4 equals to 1. Negative 1 to the power of 6 equals to 1. And right here, Mrs. Pratt has gave us 2008 with 1 minus 1 to the power of 2008, which is an even number, so it will be equals to number 1. Then the second one, why does Mrs. Pratt put it in -1 into parentheses, but why not this one? Mrs. Pratt has explained to me that she put it here first. She doesn't want to make us too complicated, so she put no parentheses. But after that, she puts parentheses. So like after we get used to this one, we will also get used to this one. Get used to the second one, so she put it on parentheses in purpose. The next one we have -1 to the power of 2007. Oh, with this rule, so with a negative number with an odd number, it still equals to a negative number. For example, -1 and to the power of 3 equals to -1. And here we have 2007, odd number equals to -1, times with 2 to the power of 2 to the power of 3. Evaluate, which we have 1 plus -1 times 2 to the power of 6. Right now I have 0 times 64, which I evaluate this. You know this rule, right? Every number that times with 0 is equals to 0, of course. And the last question, which is question number 7. And here Mrs. Pratt has gave us that find the largest number. Like first when you hear find the largest number, oh, that's easy. We should use a number line and which number that is on the left side right here. It will be greater, and to the down part it will be like less than. But when I look at the numbers here, they're totally different, and the numbers are so complicated. For example, 2 to the power of 3 and 2 to the power of 4, which make us really confused. That's what the numbers make me. It makes me really confused too. But after watching Helen's video and everyone's video, I find out that there's a rule in this. The first number is 2 to the power of 3 to the power of 4. Is equals to 2 to the power of 4 to the power of 3. They're equal numbers, they just switch places. 3 switch place with 4 and 4 switches place with 3. So 2 of these have the equal number, which is 2 of these have the same one, which is 2 to the power of 12. Down to here, yeah, that's the same with number 2. Just change number 4 and we switch the places, which 2 of these equals to 4 to the power of 12. So here just left only number 3. If we evaluate number 4, you'll get the same exact number with number 2, because 4 also can divide by 2. So the largest number is 3 to the power of 4 to the power of 2. Or you can evaluate it into 4 to the power of 8. And that's the end for this video today. If you have any comments or anything, I would love to hear them and I'll improve it in my next video. Thank you and bye!